there. So please go to our social media accounts, follow us. It's free game all on our social media accounts. I just put up like 12 videos on YouTube. They're shorts. Some of them are longer. Our Facebook channel is good. Twitter, Instagram, all of that stuff. So go ahead, please follow us right now if you can. The link should be in the chat. And we should go for there, but you'll see it today. So without that, I'll go ahead and start this slideshow. Welcome to the 13th. This is our third one, I believe. Yeah, our third financial seminar, which we're excited about to bring you guys. Every week, I just try to give you game, things to think about, things to analyze with the market, with multiple different things, and we'll go from there. So I got a saying today. I usually start with a saying because everybody, especially the guys on here, my guy Jabbar is on here, so shout out him. One of the things I've been telling people every day, because they always ask me, I get stopped now, which is crazy. I get text now, which is crazy, but they always ask me, like, like, I'll be just so nervous to invest. I'll be scared to lose money. I'll be scared to do this. And let me tell you something. There's a saying right there on this PowerPoint. You risk more by not risking anything. And what that basically means is if you just take your money and you go to work, you come home, you keep your money, you never invest it, you never attempt to invest it, you never try to learn about investments. If you got nothing else going but your job, I remember going to a financial seminar a long time ago, and one of the key speakers said, "A job is just over broke." And what that basically means is you lose that job, man. It's tough. And now you can't even think about investing or any other monetary thing because you're focused on your necessities. So keep that quote, write that down. If you're new here, go ahead and drop your email in the chat. We usually give out free gifts, free financial literacy books. Today I'll be giving out, and I'll go into detail about that later. I'll be giving out gifts. I give out free gifts every week. First week was Rich Dad Poor Dad. The other week was Psychology of Money. These are major financial books. We do not sell them. Obviously that's against the law. That's plagiarism. But as a group, I can give these out to you because I own a copy of them for free. I will not sell you anything. My job here is to give you game, give you free game. I do not charge for these seminars or anything. These are absolutely free. This is just information that we at Dreamers to Profit have learned over the years. That I always say I wish I knew 15 years earlier. Do me a favor, guys. I know I got a few people in here. From here on out, man, invite if you can. I ain't saying it's mandatory, but if you can, invite younger users, 20s, teens. I don't care. Invite your family. Bring them here because I want to start the conversation in our communities about investing. We should be having these conversations every single week at least. Where we are financially as a family, and we are financially as a group. We are financially, we should be having these conversations with our families. So long, at least in my family, we never talked about money. And that was the problem. Everything we've been taught growing up was to get it out the mud, get it on your own. One of the funniest things I found out, you get it faster with partnerships. You get things done quicker with partnerships, with working with people, and then ownership. So I urge you guys to continue to invite all my people that's invited people. Shout out y'all. I appreciate y'all. But please continue to invite people just to this seminar. Just to get free game. So without further ado, I'll get into the PowerPoint. So this week, y'all, our Dreamers to Profit portfolio is up 272%. It's up 272%. And I know y'all like, man, that's crazy. Every week, the people that's been here, every week has been up. Last week was our worst week, and it still was up 150%. For those that's invested, if you guys go to dreamers2profit.com, dreamers2profit.com, you can actually invest. You can invest as our minimum investment is $50, but you can invest as much as you want. Every quarter, you'll get 10% on your money, whatever you invest. We do not touch your money. We do not spend your money. You will not see Jerome or anybody with Dreamers to Profit in a Bentley because of your money and your investments. No. We invest your money and then we return 10% on your money every quarter. And so this week we're up 272%, which we're excited about. It continues to grow every week, and we are not people that's just looking for money. We are a financial education company. You do not have to invest with us. We strongly suggest you do. but you do not have to invest with us. We put our own money into it. Our investments do really, really well. And we just want to share. We just want to help as we give this game out and teach you some different traits and different things you can do to earn an extra income, which I'm excited about tonight because I think you guys can literally create a second job income with just this passive portfolio I'll show you guys. But this week we're up 272%. Shout out to all the people that's invested with us already. Remember, second quarter ends July 2nd. So if you guys can, if for my guys that's invested, you can shoot me an email to Dreamers to Profit at Dreamers2Profit.com and just request your withdrawal. And then we can make sure that's taken care of. We can put you down and make sure you can withdraw all of it if you want with the interest. So it's totally up to you. But a lot of people that I've talked to that's invested with us, they like, no, I'm not going to take it out. I'm going to just let it grow because that's 40% over the year. And they understand compound interest. So 40% is crazy, y'all. Just keeping it a buck. But yeah, so basically we just need the request in by June 15th. If you guys have any questions about that, you could definitely shoot in the chat or you can email us directly just with questions about that. So without further ado, y'all ready to learn? Y'all ready to learn this new income stream that I want to present to you guys. So everybody's heard this week, um, the market is down. The stock market is down. I got calls and messages all week, man, bro. Like, you have me start worried about investing in the stock market, and the stock market is down, and everybody panics. And this is the reason why I'll be honest with y'all. This is the reason why the rich and the wealthy they love this stuff. They know the average person is going to panic and they're going to sell whatever investments they got. I had a person take his money out. He had like $5,000 in his investment portfolio with stocks. He took it all out. And I told him, I said, that's ludicrous. I said, you should have bought more. Basically, America's on sale. Um, and to give you guys some correlation, in 2008, there was a housing crash. Everybody, I don't care if you was young, everybody remembers the 2008 housing crash. Everybody panicked. Oh my God, we're not going to be able to keep our houses. Our houses are bad, and so many the banks bailed us out, and we was panicking. And imagine the person that gave up their house, that left their house. They actually lost out. The housing, and because of inflation, the housing market is higher today than it is in 2008. They would have actually gained more money. See, the power and wealth, and the wealthy people understand this. The power and wealth is long term. It's not short term. So right now, Warren Buffett, all the heavy hitters, they are licking their chop. It is Christmas. It is Black Friday. I want you guys to change your mentality. Right now is Black Friday. Like, on Black Friday, everything drops. We got to go get the PS5s. We got to go get the PS, like, whatever, like, because it's $100 now. Boy, I'm trying to tell you the difference between that's a liability. So that's going to eventually go down regardless. Right now, America's on sale. Every stock drop. I'll be transparent. Our stock portfolio, I think, dropped like $100, $200 this week. We didn't panic. Oh, we excited. We gonna buy more. We gonna buy more. It's on sale. Apple, any stock you can think of, it's on sale right now. So you should be able to buy it. And the good thing about today's time, unlike when I was growing up and just aging myself right now, when I was growing up, there was no internet, there was no brokerage accounts online, there was no online nothing. Like, in order for you to invest in stocks, you had to go downtown to Chicago, downtown somewhere to City Hall, find some stocks, fill out some paperwork, know your company. We only had the newspapers. Nobody really taught us how to read stocks. And so it was way crazier now because right now I could pick my phone up and buy a stock right now in 5 seconds. So when I say all of that to say, I'm going to give you guys a group of stocks that's going to pay you every week of the year. And I'll show you how you can take a brokerage firm like M1 Finance. That's my favorite. That's why I always put their name out there. M1 Finance. It's in your app stores for all my people that got the smartphones. Like, you could download M1 Finance. You can create a portfolio. I'm going to give you companies right now. You can create a portfolio. You can start this week and get fractional shares of these companies. What do I mean by that? So Apple can be $500, $600. Most people don't have that at one time, but most people don't know you could take $25 every paycheck every week and just put it in the M1 Finance brokerage, they will automatically split your money up into all of these companies evenly. And then, as you know, the more money you add to it, and you just be disciplined and you add the money to it, all of these companies give you dividends. And what a dividend is basically every share or fractional share you own of that company, they pay you for nothing. They pay you just to have the company. So, like, just to keep the portfolio open. So that's why at Dreamers to Profit, we never sell our stock portfolio. We never sell our compound interest bonds. We never sell it. If we need money, which I've been telling people and showing people the game, when we need money, if we need money, we have a portfolio, just like Elon Musk. They go to the bank and they tell the bank, hey, I have $10 million in stock portfolio. And the bank says you got 10 million. Cool, we'll give you $1 million right now. It will be wired to your account in 2 days. And the good thing about that is, if that million is wired to your account in 2 days, they usually give you terms, 3-year term, a 2-year term. And they say, okay, well, your monthly payment is just being nice, it could be like it's $13,000. Now I know y'all like, man, $13,000 a month on $1 million. Well, my stock portfolio is doing 20,000 a month. I don't care. And I don't even have to touch my money. I'm just using their money. So that's a whole different seminar. So this is this is the game, y'all. Y'all build these portfolios up. And if you feel like it's too late, it's not too late. I just recently was at a conference with a couple stock traders, and there was this stock trader in there that was 50 years old. He started investing, and he's 54 now. He's a millionaire. And what he did was genius. He just took his paychecks because he was still working. He just took his paycheck, created his LLC, had his paychecks go through his LLC. Um, and then he built up the equity like 10, 20,000 into this account. And then the banks hit him with a $50,000, um, $60,000 uh business line of credit. And he just kept investing, just kept investing. So it's never too late. It's just about how you look at money. So with that being said, I'll get into the 52-week dividend, and notice it says and growth portfolio. So these stocks are not just going to pay you a dividend every week. So you'll get money every week. It's also prime for growth. So which means it's not going to go away. And when y'all see some of these names, y'all gonna be like, yeah, no way. But I want you guys to change how you look at money. Because now I'm trying to find money not to keep it, not to spend it, not to spend my own money, not to go out and buy liabilities. I'm trying to get this money to invest it in here. So, you know how when we always doing fundraisers, we'll do fried chicken fundraisers, whatever we do to raise money. Hey, can someone mute? Like whatever we do to raise money is not really a big thing. Hold on one second. All right, yeah. Whatever we do to raise money, um, it doesn't matter. So like I'm trying to raise money. I'm trying to do different things. I do like if for all my people that DoorDash, Uber Eats, whatever. That's extra money that you can have that literally, hold on one second, y'all. That's extra money that you can have where you're literally putting it into this growth stocks. All right. So let me shrink this, y'all. 1 second. All right. So these are my strategy. This is the strategy I've come up with. There's help. I did my research on it. These are basically companies that's going to give you weekly dividend income. What does that mean? That means if I put $100 into this portfolio, every week I'm going to get something. I don't care if it's a penny. I don't care if it's $10. I don't care if it's $100. I know every week of the year, the entire year, I'm going to get extra money. So I want you guys to look at it like this. If you put $10,000 in here, every week you're going to get some kind of paycheck. Now, here's what you do when you start. You don't take whatever you put in here. I don't care if it's $100, $500, $1,000. When you get your dividends, you do not take them out and just spend it. You just constantly compound them. Whatever they pay you, you don't take it out. You just put it back and buy more shares of all of your portfolio. And then obviously, this is the power of compound interest. I hope I'm not going over people's head. But the power of compound interest, you take whatever you put into this portfolio every week and keep reinvesting. Then eventually your portfolio just keeps buying shares every single day. Now, let me give you guys this. Um, it starts slow. So for all my people that's in a rush, it starts slow. But when you get to a certain amount of money, the dividends, it comes fast. All you get shares every day. And that's the whole goal. And it doesn't take as long as you think. As long as you're disciplined enough, it doesn't take as long as you think. And this is a dividend rotation, which means it's stock set up where every week they're going to pay you out. It's already set up for you. And by the way, you don't have to write them down. Whoever's on the chat, drop your email. If I don't have it, I'm going to send an email of this presentation, and you'll also get a 52-week dividend strategy. I'm going to give you a spreadsheet with all of these companies, when they pay, why they're going to grow. All right. So no need to write everything down. It's going to send it. Just make sure your email is in the chat. And this is a mix of high yield and dividend growth stocks. High yield, which means they're very high yield, which means they give out the most dividend, and they're growing. So these are companies that's growing. So I'm not giving you no duds. These are all growing companies. Um, and they're balanced. So they're balanced between REITs. If you don't know what a REIT is, it's the real estate investment trust. Imagine a bunch of skyscrapers downtown Chicago or wherever city you're in. There is a company that actually owns them that gets rent from major players. And what they do is the REIT, whoever owns the REIT, they have to pay their investors 90% out of their profit. So whatever the rent is, they have to pay their investors, like me and you, that's got our portfolio, they have to spread 90% of their money out to you. So for all my people that's just trying to be the real estate person, don't try to be, just be the investor. When you put money in, that's how you get money out. So also ETFs, which is just exchange traded funds, which is basically a company that holds a lot of stocks. So like Apple, Microsoft, stuff like that. And there's also tech. Also got some tech. Um, and there's a drip method. What the drip is just reinvestment strategies for compounders. So like I was telling y'all, every week you're going to get a dividend payout from whatever company. Don't take the money out. Just reinvest it. And then that's how you grow it really, really, really fast. If you got a crew, if you got a couple people that's willing to invest $100 a week or 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, I don't care what it is, get with them. And this is like what I love about this with Dreamers to Profit. We are a safe investing company. We have some high risk things, but for the most part, all of our investments are pretty safe. Um, past results don't necessarily dictate future um things, but we're really, really confident in what we do. All right, so let's get to the nitty-gritty. Here's the companies, and I'll scroll down, y'all. I ran out of PowerPoint, so I'll have to scroll down to show y'all too. A lot of people have heard of Realty Company. They got a 5.3% dividend yield. They pay monthly. So your first week, like if you set it up, first week is usually Realty will send their dividend to you. And then the next one is Main Street Capital. I won't get into the details of what all of these companies do. The biggest things is this is research I've done. These are people that's been paying for a while. This is people that is going to make sure that you get paid every week of the year for doing nothing but investing your money. You don't have to work hard. You don't have to do any of this stuff. These are just companies you should look at. Don't worry about writing them down. Like I said, as long as your email's there, you're going to get this portfolio. Stag Industries, which is a REIT, a real estate investment trust. LTC. And I'll send this out. There's more companies down here like Apple, Microsoft, companies like that as well. That's for you guys that you'll get it. JP Morgan Equity Premium Income. So yeah, everybody's heard of JP Morgan Chase. This is basically an ETF. They have in this ETF, I just want to give you a breakdown. This is all financial companies. So JP Morgan, a bank, and most people know what Chase is. They have their own ETF where they host all financial companies. So I know everybody's like, man, Chase is a bank and they wouldn't have other financial competitors. You lost your mind because they not stupid. In their ETF, they have a ton, not just their companies, they have a ton on Wells Fargo. They hold all of these companies in their own fund. These are very safe, y'all. Which means what I mean by safe is Even though the stock market and I love the news because the news is what tells you if they lying or not. So the news is like, oh, we're in a crisis, the stock market going down. Listen, y'all, if the stock market crash or these companies crash, because I don't invest in the stock market, by the way. That's rule number one for investing. You don't invest in the stock market. You invest in companies. So there are a lot of penny stocks and there are a lot of nonsense out here, a lot of companies that's losing. I don't invest in those. We invest in companies that's real. I know that if these companies fall or these companies go down, the world is in trouble. Not just me, not just Jerome Jordan, not just you. I mean, the world is in trouble. Because these companies are worldwide. I know you guys don't know if you have never heard of a cover call ETF. And well, next week I'll have a thing on options trading because that's really the secret to really building something really fast. Options trading, and we'll get into Forex here in a second. But Global X NASDAQ cover call ETF, what is that? That is basically this company, but they basically trade options on a daily basis. And so you don't even have to trade options anymore. You can just throw your money in this portfolio. They do the options trading, and as you can see, they got 11% dividend yield. And I know y'all like, wait, what does that mean? That means if I put $100 in, I can get $11 back on the year at least. And they're gonna pay me just to hold this company. I don't have to do anything with my money. I don't have to know nothing. This is for people that don't even have to know anything about stocks, or you don't have to know anything about them. When I send you this tonight, you guys can literally go to a brokerage account. Like I said, my favorite is M1, but you got Webull. I know I'm missing a few because I only deal with one. Robinhood is another one. Moo is another one. So there's a ton of brokerages that you can download on your phone. And you can literally just set up a portfolio with these companies in it. And you can put as low as $10 in here and it will split your money up automatically and give you a fraction of these. And the more money you put in, the more dividends you make. And it's every week for 52 weeks where you don't have to worry about anything. If you started this today and you just put $100 a month, that's $1,200 for the year. You're going to earn dividends. You can reinvest them, and then the money just grows. So, um, just giving you some ideas. But these are just a few of them. S&P 500. So everybody knows what that is. It's 9.6% yield. Most people just put their money in the S&P 500, top 500 companies in the country, and be cool. But this gives you balance. If you want a weekly paycheck, if you want another weekly paycheck, this gives you balance. If you can put $50 a week into this or $100 a week into this, if you got a couple, if you're a couple, if you're married, if you have friends, if you have people that don't know nothing about investing, what we like to do at Dreamers to Profit give you like this is risk free. Like I don't want to say no risk, there's no such thing, but we've been doing this for a while, and I can tell you like clockwork, money just it just comes. It's to a point where we have it set up where it's auto invested. All of our dividends are auto invested. So here's just the game for you. So I'll keep going. And like I said, I'll email everybody all of the companies attached to this so you won't miss it. It's a great way to get started. Open up a brokerage account tonight. And literally you can create your portfolio. If you need help with that or something, just drop it in the chat. Hey, I may need help with just setting it up. I'll help you guys set it up. And let you guys invest. Even if you don't invest with us, I want you guys to start investing because I don't think y'all understand. AI is coming, was here, but it's replacing people. So you have to learn how to invest. You have to learn how to invest your money. All right. So this is why I'm so passionate about it. All right. So this is the segment of the seminar every week. I ask people if they want to earn free cryptocurrency. So there is a way I can show you that you can earn cryptocurrency for absolutely free. So cryptocurrency is an asset. Why is cryptocurrency an asset? It's not just because it's some made up money online. It's actually software. It's actually software. So this is how I don't know if you guys have heard. I'm into next week I'll have screenshots. Bank of America, everybody's already including XRP. There's Starbucks that's now you can pay with Solana, which is a cryptocurrency. It's coming faster than you guys think. And for all my old school people, it's like, nah, money, I just like my money. You might as well just start thinking this way. because whether you want it to happen or not, it's happening. And people are making payments with cryptocurrency. And I advise people to learn about it. But in the meantime, right now, I have a series of what we call crypto faucets that you can literally earn money, I mean, cryptocurrency for free. Um, and it don't take a lot of time. You just go in there, you roll, you get your cryptocurrency, you attach your wallet, and then you can withdraw it. And if you guys need help with that, I'll probably just do a separate seminar for that altogether. But if you need free cryptocurrency, please follow our social medias. They're all right here, but they're also in the chat. So you can right now, if you got your phone, go ahead and click the links. Go ahead and follow us everywhere. Look at some of the videos we've already posted. If you need free cryptocurrency, just DM us the word free crypto on any of them platforms. I'll get back with you, or somebody from the team will get back with you, and then we'll make sure we send you the links in your email where you can set it up, your faucets, and get the free cryptocurrency. These faucets run every 30 minutes to 24 hours. So it's free. You should not be passing up on free. Don't be sitting here 5 years from now talking about, man, I wish I would have did these faucets. That this my whole job is, and I tell my team this all the time. I take away excuses. I don't want you guys to have an excuse on why you ain't investing. I don't want you guys to have an excuse on, man, I ain't know nothing about crypto. I don't care if you don't know nothing about crypto. I'm giving you cryptocurrency for free. You don't even have to pay nothing. So I'm a person of action now. I'm a person of action. So when I see something, I react to it. I need to get on it. Don't give yourself excuses because we all can make them. And then what ends up happening 5 years from now, I had a friend call me yesterday. I don't know if y'all know, Bitcoin's at 85,000. Last week it was at 73. And he was like, I told him then, buy more. I don't care if it's $25, it's 10. I'm telling y'all now, buy more. One of the faucets is a Bitcoin faucet. So, like, you getting the crypto for free. Do not pass up on opportunities. Just because y'all may think it's a scam, y'all may think it's not real while you're thinking it's not real. And in 3, 4, 5 years, y'all be like, man, I wish I would have. Don't be that person. I refuse to be that person in these days. And I understand we got to tread lightly. We got to tread, hey man, there's so many scams out here. Trust me, I get it. But I'm letting you know, like, all the stuff that I'm showing you is stuff that I've done and I'm currently doing. So it's not something that I'm not in on or just trying to get you guys to do it. So if you want the free crypto, you can message us, you can drop it in the chat, you can drop your email or whatever the case may be. I'll get the faucets to you. I'm finishing up the video to show you exactly how to sign up, exactly how to do the faucets. You guys will have that in your email. So that's why it's important to have your emails there. I've also been sending chats out to let people know. So it's very good to be in tune with us. I know last week on our Facebook channel, I dropped the stock. SoFi was the stock. You could have bought a share of it at $9. When I sold it, it was $12. I bought, I want to say like $100 worth of it. So basically I made $120 and this happened in 2 days. This is the power of the stock market. Like, get it out the mud, you know. So it's imperative for y'all to follow us. We were really trying to. We also have a Telegram group. Eric, if you're on, can you drop the Telegram group link in there? Because I also put it in our Telegram group. The stock. So every week I study the stocks. I see what's going on. I see what's happening, and then I can tell you. So that's our goal, man. We just want to help people. So I'll continue. So everybody should get that with the stock. So I'll send you that presentation. I'll send you the stocks you can invest in where you'll earn every week. Every week you'll get some kind of money for nothing, just for you putting money in there. So we got people that put money in the bank. So I had a friend of mine ask me, well, we invested with Dreamers to Profit and y'all giving us 40% on our money. And like, what are y'all doing? Like, how y'all make money? What? And I'm like, and I asked them, I said, okay, I get what you're saying, but you put all of your money in your bank account. They give you nothing but 0.1% on your money every year. If you're lucky, you get 4% in a high yield savings account. And they pay you once a year. and you don't question them at all. And they doing exactly what we're doing. So, and the next topic I'm gonna get in is Forex because that's who runs the world. The Forex is, and that's all done by your bank. So when you put your money in there, they're trading your money. And so what we're doing with Dreamers to Profit, we're literally telling you, nah, we want you to work with us and partner with us because we're at least gonna try to get you 40% on your money for the year, which is unheard of. So we'll get into that. So we're done with the crypto. If you need the crypto, let me know. This is always up. It's always a requirement. All right. So let's go here on Forex 101. And shout out to my sister T. T, go ahead and put the link to your Golden FX Academy if you guys are serious about trading. Also my brother Benny of Ghetto Geek Trading. We give the game out. We teach this stuff for free. This stuff is absolutely free. We want you guys to empower yourselves. But anybody that's thinking Forex is a scam has lost their mind. It's actually what the banks use to make more money. It's not a scam. So we're going to unlock the power of currency trading and how you can start making money in the world's largest market, um, like we are. So we'll go here. So what is foreign exchange? What is Forex? It stands for foreign exchange. It's basically a global market where currencies are traded. So give you a prime example. You know the euro. Everybody knows the euro, and everybody knows the US dollar. But some people don't know that the Britons got the British pound. Japan got the yen. This is all money, and it's traded every single day. When you go out of the country, anybody that's been out of the country, Bahamas, whatever, you got to change your currency into their currency. I remember went to the Bahamas. I know I had to get some pesos or whatever the case may be. Like I had to trade. So what happens is every second, the Forex markets are 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. So Monday through Friday, you can they trade every second of the day. So hypothetically, when you put your $100 into the bank, your bank is automatically trading your money. And just so y'all don't think it's a joke, do you see what that says? Over $7.5 trillion are traded on a daily basis. $7.5 trillion. This ain't a game. Who has $7.5 trillion? The banks. And what they've done is they've allowed us to come in and basically, through our analysis and things like that, we can figure out where the money's going, and this is how we make it easy. So all of my people that trade in our group are, I call them professionals. They've been doing it for a while. We've taken all the L's and we don't trade against the market. And what that means is if the bank say it's time to buy, or the bank says the US dollar is going to be higher than the euro based on signals they give out to us, we do not go against it. Okay, Chase, y'all are saying that the dollar is going to be stronger than the euro in the 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, hour, a day, a week, a month. All of these signals go out. The banks control it. All we do with Dreamers to Profit, all we do is say, okay, Chase, you want what a dollar is going to be higher than the euro in the next 5 minutes. I'm going with you. I'm a buy. Now the power in it is I can leverage. So if I put in $10, I can leverage it to be like $100. So if I put in $10 into the Forex market, my $10, it's now worth 100 on a Forex dollar. So if Chase says, all right, right now we think we know we're going to push the US dollar because they got all the money. We're going to push the US dollar higher than the euro. There's signals that we pick up. And now my little $10 is worth 100, but if it goes up 10 times, I've made $1,000 off a $10 bet. So I know that may sound crazy to y'all, but this is how the world works. And I know what we've been taught. I know we've been taught to work hard. I know we've been taught to go to work, save our money, get a 401k, and ride it out. But the problem with that is we go to work, we make $2,000 or whatever every 2 weeks. We put 1,000 of it in the bank. Well, most people don't have $1,000 in the bank, but we put our money in the bank, and that bank takes that 1,000 and they tenfold it. So that 1,000 is 10,000 of them. And then in a 5 minute, 15-minute stretch, they can take that 10,000 to 100,000 and close. And they do it every single day. This is why they're telling you to work hard. They're taking your money that they created, by the way, out of thin air. They take your hard-earned money that you work for every single day, and this is what they do on a daily basis. And these numbers don't lie. $7.5 trillion are traded Monday through Friday. So I want this to sink into y'all. Sink in. And once we figured this out, and what they do, anybody can trade Forex. That's what most people don't know. Anybody can trade Forex, but what they do is they tell you it's a scam. I know a lot of people that have scammed, that they put you in these groups, and I was one of them. That's why I can speak on it. They put you in these groups, $300 a month. Man, we're gonna teach you how to trade. They don't really teach you how to trade. It's a money grab. That's not us. Not asking for no money from you guys. We don't want no membership fees. We're a financial education company. My job is to educate you and let you make the decision. But I'm letting you know right now, it's $7.5 trillion traded every single day. So tomorrow, actually tonight, the market is open right now because it's open right now, Sunday evening, 6 o'clock Eastern. So it's open right now. And from now until Friday, the market is live. And you can go in right now and trade and make money. You can make money. It's the largest and most liquid. What does liquid mean? Liquid means I can trade my little $100 right now. I can make $1,000 in the next 15, 20 minutes, and I can take my money out at that time. I can stop my trade, take my money out. I can get my back in my bank account within a day. That's why it's liquid. And this is what we teach. I want everybody, if you don't know, I think my sis, I haven't looked at the chat, but I think my sis dropped her academy in there. I advise all of y'all to go check it out. Learn how to trade this. This is what we trade. The cool thing about Dreamers to Profit is we don't even trade it no more. We have a bot that literally trades for us. We have trained it. So that's why our accounts, when you guys see it's up 150, 100, 200%, things like that, this is how we do it. A part of it, because we also do the stocks, we also do the crypto, we also do the real estate bonds, all of that stuff. So when we make our extra money, whatever the case may be, we transfer it to safer investments. But we got it on autopilot all week. And so this is the reason why I say whatever you invest with us, while you're learning this stuff, our moniker is you earn while you learn. So this is why we're like, hey, go to dreamers2profit.com, put in your 50 because your 50's safe, or whatever you want to put in, 500, 5,000, 10,000, whatever you want to put in. This is why it's safe, because we have diversified all of our income. So that's why we feel strong about the 10% return every quarter. And we don't worry about, like I said, what the market is doing, because we have studied it. We have done our research. We have done things where it's safe for investments. We're trying to get people like with good credit, with that want to do business, that has an LLC, or maybe want to build an LLC, and they get it, and then we can get business lines of credit. And now we can, this is the craziest thing, y'all. We use the bank's money to go on the bank's platforms to take money from the bank. And then once we take the money from the bank, from the foreign exchange markets, we put it into safer investments, and then we go to the bank and leverage our portfolio. We let them know we got a $1 million portfolio, whatever the case may be. They're going to say, oh man, you got a great business going in consulting. Hey, here's a $100,000 business line of credit. Here's a $100,000 loan. Thank you, bank. Now we take their 100,000 and we rinse and repeat. This is what the rich do every single day. And if y'all think I'm playing, if you think I'm joking, just Google Forex. Just Google it. It's a real thing. The problem is everybody says it's a scam. It's not a scam. You just got to know what you're doing. You got to study the markets. You got to know where the lower low is, the higher high is. And I know this is foreign to some of y'all, so we get it. So that's why we say, holla at my sister, Golden FX Academy. That gets you a start. Learn about it. We teach that absolutely free. My guy, I know you guys have seen him online, Ghetto Geek Trading. If you find him on Instagram, follow them. He gives the game out all the time. My sister today, Sis T, drop your link for the market update. It's on YouTube. We give the information away for free. We're that number one, we're that confident in what we do. And number two, we feel like everybody should have the game, the key to life. We're not, I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm not a guy, and we're not people that like to be honest, be transparent. I'm a God-fearing guy. So in my mind, everybody should know. If I find something out, I don't even charge people to find it out. Like I feel like your blessings come better that way when you're just giving the game out. So I'll give it out. And this is why we say we're a financial education company. We're not a investment firm. Like we want you guys to invest with us, but more importantly, our job is to give you this information absolutely free. So Forex, foreign exchange market, Google it, study it tonight. It's Sunday night. Just Google it. All right. So let's get into the numbers, man. Why Forex is powerful income tool. Here's why. You can start with low capital. There's some brokers that allow $10. You can start with $10. Um, Now for all my people that's never heard of this, I wouldn't suggest you just jump into it. Um, I would suggest, like I said, today in your emails, you'll have links to Golden FX Academy as well. You'll have links to Ghetto Geek Trade and all of their stuff as well. Follow them, learn from them. They're part of Dreamers to Profit. They're great people, and they give the game out. They give it out. And it's high leverage. Like I was telling you, I could leverage $10 in the markets. It's $100. So I could put $10 in, and I could take, and it's really 100, and I could take that 100 to 1,000 in no time. No time. I think the most like yeah, like you could leverage your money, and once you understand trading and all of that, which takes some time, but that's why Dreams to Profit is here. We've cut the time out. We can this is what we do. So that way you can trade part-time or full-time. Like I said, it's 24 hours, 5 days a week. So if you get off work at 3:30 in the afternoon, man, you got the evening just to learn it. You or just to watch the markets. So, and it's opportunities. This is what's powerful. It's opportunities every day. Every day there's certain setups where you could, once you learn the market, you can dictate if it's going to buy or sell. And that's what something that we've mastered on our end. Um, and like I said, we're very confident in what we do. There's certain rules that we follow, and that's why we want to invite you guys to to our sister and our brother Benny trading, because they are elite. Like I really think highly of them. Doesn't mean that's another thing too. You don't win every trade. That's not the point. The point is that you win 85 to 90% or better. A 90 is an A. So at the end of the day, that's where you pretty much you win that. But this is great. This is a powerful tool. This is just an introduction. I want to introduce you guys to Forex and give you guys why this stuff is so important. Um, and here's the realistic money. All right, this is something realistic. All right. Say we start with $500. This is something that you could do. And like I said, I wouldn't suggest you open the account tonight and start the night, because especially if you've never done it, or you may have done it and lost. And most people lose because they give up. Trust me, I know. Most people lose because they give up. But if you study, you'll get it. You know, it's the best test I mean, it's the best class I've ever taken. It's literally changing my life. Um, so let's say you start with like $500, and we're gonna use the leverage of 1 to 10. So like I said, if that 10, so that 500 can really be like 5,000, because you can leverage it like that. And you just make 2% profit every day. So that's basically 10% on your money every week. So that's $50 a week. That's $200 extra a month. And for 6 months, you almost got $1,700 potential. And after 1 year with the compounding, you up to 4,000. Now this is light. I'm telling you from experience, we've had it's $5,000 and it turned into $20,000 in a week. No problem. Like, so it's all about risk assessment and where the market is. And there's certain strategies and tips that you do. But this is what the banks do. They have professional traders on deck. They take your money when you deposit it. They give it to their professional traders. And because they move the market, they never lose. Because the high banks, the Chase, the Wells Fargo's, all of these banks, When you put your money in, it's a pool of money. They got plenty of money. They take your money, they put it into the market, they leverage it, and they obviously could turn 5 million into 50 million in a day. So they play games. So what we do is, as traders, what we do is we watch the market. And what the market is, y'all, is nothing but a bunch of banks around the world, the bankers, and they're setting the market. And based on the price of certain things, they're setting the market. So all we do on our end, and now we don't even do it that much anymore, but like we have bots that now look at the market. Where's the market going? What is the banks doing? And we can go all the way down to 1 minute. You can go up to from a monthly to a minute. And we can literally look and say, okay, right now in this next, okay, it's going up. All right, get in for a buy. We get in for a buy, 100 could turn into 1,000, depending on certain particulars. So literally, you can make it $1,000 in a minute, literally from $100 without, and that's the thing too, without gambling, because there's certain things you got to line up that we've kind of studied and understand. Certain things that got to line up for it to work. But this is what we've been doing for a while now. Like before we even went live, because Dreamers to Profit only been out in like January. And before we went live, we was doing this. We back tested it. We studied it. We studied different portfolios, how what works, what don't work. We studied all of this stuff. So where we are and where our knowledge is on this stuff is, in my opinion, is up there with some of the best. And I know we're moving in a great direction. And we just want you guys to be a part of it. Um, and that's why we are a proponent of earn while you learn. So while you're in this, while you're learning this stuff, you could be earning with us. You could be partnering with us. You could be investing with us. And you could be earning 10% every quarter on your money. So, and I can tell you right now, I'm talking about 10%. This is talking about 10% a week. We beat that. So, um, this is another easier way. So those are the things for all of my people that asked me this week, wait, what do you guys invest in? We have a portfolio, and it's diversified. We are very safe. A lot of people consider this risky. We're at the point I don't even think we consider this risky. Because we're very in tune with the markets. And if you guys look at my sis video, T, she'll break down the gold market this week, where she think gold is gonna go. And if you guys study her channel, Golden FX Trading, T, drop your chat in there. I mean your YouTube in there. Study the last 3 weeks. She hasn't lost. She'll tell you where the take profit is gonna be at. She'll tell you when it hits. She'll put it up, and I want you guys to follow. Earn while you learn. This is all free. This is all on your time. Follow our channels, follow our social medias. All right. So that's an overview of Forex. I know y'all may have a lot of questions, which we'll get to in the end. And so I want to put out here how you get started in it. You can open a demo account with a trusted broker if you guys need some insight on this, man. Drop your or like I said, emails, or just say, hey, you want more info on the Forex? I'll send some stuff, or we can set you up and get it going. And you can join our trading group. So T has that too. T, go ahead and drop that. E, drop Benny's in the chat as well. The Ghetto Geek Trading and the Golden FX Telegram group. If you haven't gotten Telegram, y'all, download Telegram. We both got groups where this is what they do. They give you the information weekly. And so you guys kind of, and then the more you go along, you'll learn this. In the meantime, like I said, you can go to our Dreamers to Profit website and earn with us while you're learning this stuff. But go ahead and sign up for it. This is the education that everybody needs, in my mind. Because like I said, where the world is going, where jobs are uncertain, we don't know what's going to happen. Or the people that's in office, and like I said, I do not blame the president. I know the president isn't in power. He's just the face. So it's just like any company. You got your CEO who's the face, but there's a board. There's a board of people you don't know that's sitting behind them, that's really calling the shots. So me understanding that, but one thing I do know, y'all, $7.5 trillion goes into Forex every day. Oh man, that's a crazy $7.5 trillion go into Forex every day. Sorry, y'all. A smart person told me follow the money. Follow the money. That's where the money at. And the rest of the world is asleep. So I hope I enlightened y'all on that. I hope I gave y'all some game on that. Get with us. Please go to my sister and my brother's Telegram group on Forex. Learn Forex. Um, Learn it backwards. You could take $10, $100. There's prop firms. One day, like I said, one seminar I'll dedicate an entire seminar to it where I have my sister and brother come on and present some stuff to you guys on that. But I just wanted to give you the basics and show you the power in what we're doing. And everything that I show you is actually what we're doing. I'm not just talking about it. I'm telling you what we're doing. For all of my people that's like, oh, well, you need to know. I need to know. Okay. I'm telling you, this is what we're doing. All right. Um, and I'll go past this because this is just a basic discipline and education. You want to grow your account steadily. So with Dreamers to Profit, we grow our account every week. That's the whole point. We grow our account every week. It hasn't deterred backwards since we started. We grow it every week. Forex is flexible, so you can do it on your time. It's 24/5. If you're a night owl and you're a third shifter, cool. You can stay up and you can do it then. If you get up in the morning and you person that work first shift, cool. You can do it in the afternoon. You work second shift, cool. You can do it in the morning. And it's the power to make money from anywhere. Oh, that's deep. Anywhere in the world. You can be in Jerusalem, you could be in Africa, you could be in the net. If you got an internet connection, you good. Like you can trade and you can make money. So I urge y'all to really get involved in the Forex groups that we offer. It's absolutely free. We don't charge nothing. We tell you what we believe the market is going and do some signals, do some signs. And like I said, man, we've been right a lot. So just letting you guys know. Um, so it is a perfect opportunity to jump on that opportunity. All right. And so I always end with this and then I'll open up for questions. Like all of the information, I know y'all that's information overload. For some of y'all, like I know some of y'all like, wow, that's a lot of information. And so what we do is every week, I just try to give you new things to think about, new things to invest in, new ways to make money, new ways to grow income. This is every Sunday night. Please invite whoever you need to invite. Um, get in tune. Change how you look at money. I no longer look at money and say, I need money. I don't need money. I just need money to invest. I need money to invest. I need my money growing for me. Why is that important? And I want to close with this before I get into this. Um, I want you guys to look at money differently because for a while I was looking at money wrong. I was like, man, I want to be rich. I want to be wealthy. And in reality, number one, wealth is relative. And number two, rich is relative. What I want you guys to start will make it easier for you to understand and look at investing different and looking at your credit different, looking at what you spend money on differently. Look at your number. I want everybody tonight to at some time sit down, talk to yourself, talk to your wife, talk to your family. What is your number every month you have to hit? What do I mean by that? That means whatever your living expenses are, let's shoot for that first. That changed my life. When I sat down and like, because most people, if you look at just generally, most people, if they haven't splurged or if they haven't tried to live above their means, most people need between $2,000 to $5,000 a month. They could live off $2,000 to $5,000 a month. If they can't, it's because they've either bought something that was way more expensive that they didn't necessarily need, they just liked and wanted. But I want you guys to, whatever your situation is right now, brainstorm on what your number is every month. It could be $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. And what I want you to do is start looking at investing like that. Just the stocks I gave you. Okay, how much would I need to put into this stock portfolio that's going to pay me every week? It's basically giving me another salary. How much money would I need so that that will cover my expenses monthly? And then that's the hustle. Now you're shooting for that because once you're able to get that portfolio, which all of them companies aren't going nowhere, all of them ETFs aren't going nowhere, especially the ETFs because they constantly taking companies in and out of there because you got to hit a certain criteria to even be in their ETF. So that's why I say it's very safe. But start thinking about, okay, how much money do I need every month to live? And I ain't talking about luxuries. I ain't talking about you want to go on a cruise. I don't see that's the problem. We usually want to save money to go to do something special. What I would change my life was when I started looking at, okay, how much money do I need that'll cover my rent, that'll cover my food, that'll cover my phone, that will cover my utilities, internet, stuff like that. And then now my portfolios and things like that, I get money and I put it in my portfolio until my portfolio can pay for those. And once you get to that point, now you can start thinking about other alternatives. Okay, now I know once this portfolio that I gave y'all tonight gets to a certain point where it's paying my bills every month, my necessities are good regardless. And now I can think about growth and wealth and things like that. Because now it's like, okay, my necessities are good. Never got to touch that because I know that once that number's met, that's going to keep paying me every single month. So I want you guys to understand your number. What is your number? It's different for everybody. Some people need 10,000 a month. Some people need 15. Some people need two. Some people are single and need three. Like some people, it just depends. But tonight, I want you guys to focus on your number. What is your number every month that you need to get to cover your necessities, where you currently are, not where you want to be? That's a totally different conversation. I gave you a portfolio that if you start pushing money that way, Apple, Microsoft, all of these companies will start paying you. They'll start paying you. And then once you know your number, how can I get them to pay me enough? Like, so all my people that got the iPhones, the 15s, and what is your bill there? Why can't you buy the Apple stock and have Apple pay for your phone? Because right now T-Mobile pays for my phone. I don't pay for my phone. T-Mobile does because I own T-Mobile stock. It's that simple. It's that simple. Right now, T-Mobile pays for my internet. I don't pay for that because I know I got a portfolio of money set aside that every month they're gonna pay me and they're gonna pay for my bill. All of my utilities, all of this stuff is paid for thanks to my portfolio. Now, this is just a portfolio, a stock portfolio. We haven't talked about whatever like rent and all of that stuff. Like I'm just talking about let's start there. Let's start saying let me put this money into these investments so that these companies that's literally paying you every week. I blew somebody's mind with that last week. Apple literally pays me every week because no, they pay monthly. I'm sorry, y'all. Apple pays me once a month just for me holding their stock. I don't have to do nothing. So I want you guys to think about money differently. Don't think about when I get money, I'm going to go buy liabilities. What's a liability? A liability is something that takes money away from you, where you got to pay. I got to pay a phone bill every month. So when I changed my thinking, I was like, no, I think T-Mobile's going to pay my phone bill. How am I going to do that? I'm just going to go buy T-Mobile stock. I think it's like 16 bucks, 18 bucks. And we willing to pay $1,500 for the I got a Samsung 24. So like no, T-Mobile, you gonna pay my bill. I'm not paying it. So once I start thinking like that, it changed how I look. And we all are in a situation. All my people that got a few thousand in the bank, 5, 10, 15, you're earning nothing on that money or a very, very, very small percent. Even money market accounts, you put it in a money market account, you still gotta have it sit there. It grows over time. There's faster ways you can make it. I would put my money in there. I will put my money into these stocks, where these companies that's very strong. I can't see Apple going anywhere, and I know Apple's going to grow. They went from 10 billion to 3 trillion. And in another 10 years, they'll be at 30 trillion. It won't go nowhere. So don't tell me that you can't, oh man, it's too late. It's already taken off. Because then 10 years from now, y'all be like, it's too late. It's already at 30 trillion. And what if you to put 3,000 into it? Just that. Now we gonna find money for whatever we want to do, because this is what I'll always get to. It's all about your mindset. Your mindset. How do you look at? Because if we wanted to go on that cruise, we gonna find it. We gonna find it. If we want to talk to a friend of mine that does sports betting, Oh man, I'll be making like 2,500 man off $30. Good. Then now you need to take that money and that money that you get and invest it into these companies that literally are paying you on a weekly basis. Like we just got to change how we look at money, you know. So I say all of that to say, um, I appreciate you guys. Real quick, Dreamers to Profit is a financial education company. We do have an investment part to our company though, where you can invest as low as 50 bucks into what we got going on. You can invest as much as you want as well. You can also donate if you want. Is at our website, whatever you want. And like I said, you can earn 10% every quarter on your money. I've given you the blueprint on how we do it. We have a diversified portfolio. We have a Forex bot that automatically trades for us. We don't watch it. We just dump the money in there. It's good. And we really aren't like, we want to partner with you guys. Like, we don't want to look at it like you guys are just investing and all of that. We partners. We just want to teach you financial education as much as we can. We're willing to learn. Um, yeah, and we're willing to grow. We're not asking for like membership money, nothing like that. We just really hope that people will start investing and more importantly, start partnering and start growing. Because if you have 10 people, I always tell people if you got 10 people that's willing to give you $100, like, man, you could do a lot with that investment money. That's how it really grows really fast. So with that being said, I'll open it up for questions. This will be on YouTube later, so don't worry about it if you missed it or somebody missed it, but get it to as many people as you can. Hopefully everybody learned something tonight and got something out of it. If y'all got any questions, you can unmute yourself and just, speak. If not, then, I'll just end it and then I'll make sure it's up on YouTube and we can go from there, y'all. All right. No questions. That's all good. Let me stop sharing this real quick. All right. All right, cool. All right, no questions. Then it's all good. I appreciate everybody for being on. Everybody will get an email and we'll go from there. All right, y'all. Have a good night.
Jerome,
Oh,
can
yeah,
I
go ahead.
ask questions?
Yeah.
So if I open to go to brokerage company, for
Mhm.
example, Robinhood, just for example, now do I need to choose company who gonna auto trade for me or automatical?
No, not with that. So tonight I'll send you a spreadsheet with all of the companies I talked about.
Uh-huh.
You literally go in there, Ala. Like I said, I choose M1 Finance. It's really simple. You can go in there, choose all of the companies, create your portfolio first, and then it'll attach your bank account and you can drop $10 in there, 25, 100, and then it'll auto split the money up and amongst all the companies. So,
But how's it gonna how they know that I want to put dividends back to the
oh yeah, so it like when you set your portfolio up on any of the brokerages now, it'll have an auto invest switch.
uh-huh.
So you'll be able to click the auto invest switch, and that means that every time you get a dividend or a payment or whatever, it'll automatically put the dividend back into your portfolio.
Okay,
Yep.
okay.
And that's it. And if
Okay.
you need help with that, I'll get with you and we'll walk through it.
Okay, thank you.
All good. But I appreciate y'all. I will see y'all another time. And like I said, I'll send you guys emails. Y'all have a good night.